Nowadays, women cheat more than men. Do you agree with that?
I feel like it's the independent ones that would actually leave.
Yeah.
The ones that are not independent will just
Stay back. Yeah.
Especially in Nigeria, we know like I said, the cultural factor to it as well. There's a lot of gay men who are undercover, men that you wouldn't, able men, good-looking men that you would never even think that this person is gay, who are gay.
Yeah, so I heard a life story recently in the UK here. This girl brought in this guy from Nigeria and they got married. They already, I think they have about 2 kids. The eldest is about 4. And then she caught her husband in their matrimonial bed, cheating with another guy.
You don't need to stop this here. At the end of the day, you're talking about gay men. What about women that are gay as well? The bare women that are gay as well.
No, not bare women. All women are gay.
I've heard you like women. Bring a man into the mix.
Who says I don't like it?
So you don't mind a man. So if you and 2 men fucking a woman, you don't mind that. It's your fantasy. You like that? Come on.
Fantasy is weird.
So that you're both naked. Do you know that he has to fuck you as well? You know that, right?
What were you talking about?
He does
did I tell you I'm gay?
No, but
so I was like, you're saying you're traditional. You don't want to be a third wife.
Yeah, and I actually,
she's got principles.
Say third. You're going second to third. How many?
Oh, Jane, because you're still sharing.
Okay. I don't share my man. Point blank. Period.
But do you know about prostate cancer?
Because Adam and Eve never did
Hold on,
it.
let me fire back. He's not going to have sex before marriage. I'm sure you're not a virgin.
I told you.
What?
I'm not a virgin. I'm not scared of DNA tests. I'm not scared of DNA tests.
Have you got any kids?
I'm insulted. I haven't got kids yet, but if my husband brings it
I remember you said you're a virgin.
Yeah. I'll be insulted. The reason why, because then you're insulting my integrity. You're insulting me as a woman. That
are you saying if your man should ask for DNA
if
test?
you even try it.
Yo, welcome back to Studio 10 Media.
This is the Assorted Podcast. With us today we have
Tosin,
Damola,
KGB Gold.
Juliet. My name is Juliet. On today's episode, we are discussing men versus women. Why do men and women cheat?
I guess there's goats, aren't they?
Why now? He just attack us like that.
I'm ready for you guys. So yes. No, but yeah. Why do you think? Who do you think cheats more, women or men?
If I'm being honest, women.
I will agree with you, but I think when we spoke earlier, it was based on today's society that women cheat more now. Is it a thing because women are more free? Women are more liberated?
I would say women are more liberated now because, and then first off, I'll say men actually push women into this.
In terms of how do we push you into it?
Men have been the one doing this before now. Like it was their thing, cheating.
No, statistically,
I would say the reason why women do it now because maybe women are much more independent now. They got their own things going. No, not feminism.
Feminism is different from.
I think that's different. That's way different.
Okay.
They got their own shit going on now. I feel like a woman that has her own figures running will probably not just sit back and watch a man do crap these days, unlike the olden days, whereby like men will probably go hunting and the woman doesn't have to do anything. But now, I mean, I'm making my own money. You cannot afford to treat me anyhow. I don't know if you get me.
So now you're saying because you're independent, then you can like just do whatever you want?
Oh, no, not at all. It's like payback most times for women.
Payback?
Yeah,
well, we weren't the one that actually did it. It was our fathers that did it. So why are you paying us back?
Your father cheated, so that's why. Okay.
I mean,
but now men of these days they cheat as well.
Yeah.
If you really want to check, and then if you are being honest, most women that cheat is because they probably see their partner do stuffs. It's very hard for a faithful man, and then his partner to cheat. It's very, very hard for you to find such.
but nowadays, women cheat more than men. Do you agree with that?
That's because men are also cheating. The issue is that men get caught because they don't put their things together properly. It's very hard for you to even find a woman that cheats. It's very hard because they clean up stuff.
The minute a woman cheats, she's emotionally tapped out. So for her to get there, that means that things have happened. For her to get to the point where she's like, no, I'm done. You know? And we are nurturing by nature. So we don't want to just go out and cheat. And we obviously cheat. Not that I have cheated, but we obviously cheat.
Have you?
No,
Not
I
that you're
haven't.
talking from experience.
No, I'm not. But we would cheat with our minds and our heads, and like, okay, the reason why I'm going is because I'm missing out on something, or I've missed something that I could have got from my partner, and he's not doing that, you know. And we are by nature quite attached to our partners. So if we're gonna now cheat, it's because there's some kind of disrespect, dishonesty, disloyalty, something that is not keeping us at home.
But why not be something else? Why not just punish the guy with something else rather than
Give me
going
what
out
punishment?
to cheat?
What kind of punishment?
I mean, you ladies, there are ways.
So you know
What else
that.
would a man more?
So you know cheating is a punishment. So why do you do it?
I mean, for a guy to cheat as well, I mean, there must have been a reason why he cheated.
Give
I
me
mean,
one reason.
We are not goats, as you called us earlier on. We're not just goats. Seriously, we're not goats. But I mean, for a guy to cheat as well, I mean, he would have seen something. Probably the lady is not giving him what he wants at home, or he's not actually getting what he wants. You know, we're all human. You get what I mean? So, I mean, if as a man, I'm not getting what I want, it's not even about the sexual part alone. As a woman, if you're not doing your responsibilities, I mean, I think it will get to a stage where you'll be like, you know what, let me just try something else.
So can I ask a question? What is your idea of a woman's responsibility in the home?
Here we go.
Okay. Is this a jam question, a GC?
It's a question.
Because I disagree with what he said. Yeah, I disagree with his
That's
point
what I
because men love to test the waters. If a woman is cheating, she has a reason why she's cheating. But men, they just love to test the waters.
Why would
That's why
you say a
even see
woman
man
has
that
a
has
reason?
like a correct babe that's cheating with a random babe?
So, you lot been talking about cheating with your partners, yeah? So my question here is, how do you define cheating? Because I know, like, some people will say, oh, if I kiss a guy, it's not cheating. Yeah, until I have sex.
Yeah.
Some people will say, oh, if I'm talking to a guy on my phone, if I've got like a male friend, or we have like, we flirt with each other, yeah, that's not cheating. As long as we're not physical. So, like, what's your definition of cheating? Because all you lot have said is as related to what's it called? Physical part. So yeah, that's my question.
Do you want to answer?
Right. For me, the moment you start indulging in that guy, that's cheating.
Fact.
For me, yeah. If you have a serious partner, I feel like you shouldn't even indulge.
So you're saying I can't even have a female friend?
When I say indulge, like, you know how the guy is going. He's telling you he likes you. And then you're probably playing hard to get. Why not just cut it? If you indulge him, then I feel like you're leading him somewhere.
So, well, I know people are naturally flirts, like I said earlier. And at the end of the day, if I'm not, I can give you attention and be your friend in a certain way.
Okay.
Yeah. And I have boundaries. And obviously there's certain limits.
There's certain limits to what conversation you
do. You know what I mean? Like, so if I'm saying, I have. Okay, let me put it this way. I have friends, yeah, that are in relationships and will still go on dates with other people.
Yeah, that's cheating.
And their partners are okay with that.
No.
Depends on the intention.
Honestly,
really.
I think I've come to this thing that I feel like society has changed the narrative of what a relationship, a normal relationship is, because of everybody just going with the flow.
Okay.
That's the problem. You're in a relationship. Going on a date with anybody other than your partner is cheating. I don't care if it's casual.
What about if you do what works for you?
No, that's the problem. You keep on trying to do what works for you and think your relationship. You know, must be a marriage relationship is supposed to be a union between one and two, right? What works for you? That means that marriage is not working for you then, right? I'm not gonna get biblical here, but it's literally supposed to be man and woman. Anybody outside of that is not supposed to be in that union.
So you don't
it
go
shouldn't
with
work.
the open relationship?
No, I will never, because it's not supposed to work that way. We didn't come into this earth for us to have 3, 4, 5. It's 2. That's it.
You're right.
So my point is, yeah, you're saying that, yeah, I get it, but at the end of the day, yeah, if you've got a couple, yeah, and they have an understanding, yeah, saying go on dates, it's fine as long as you tell me.
Yeah, unfortunately, then they shouldn't be married or they shouldn't be together. Because if you're doing that, then what you're now doing is you're changing the narrative of what relationship really is, and now you're just casually.
So
dating.
what's okay? You're saying that, yeah, that's your definition.
Yeah.
Is there a law that says this is how it should be.
My law is the biblical law, and that's how I see it that way. That's my opinion, basically, or not my opinion. How it says it should be in the Bible. That's just me, right? And if you're now gonna go into what works for others, what works for whoever, what you're now doing is that you're now changing it to fit you, and what you're now telling
is that not how it's meant to be?
No. It shouldn't be that way, because if you're now in a relationship, right, and things are not working out, you're now doing cut and paste to make it work. Why are you there?
Well, it keeps them together.
That's a problem. Then you shouldn't be together.
But what if it's working for them?
Then
It's
working for them because they want it to be that way. For example, the fact that I've seen a lot of relationships or people where they'll be in a relationship, and because they like the person, I can love you, but I don't have to be with you. You know that, right?
Yeah.
I can be with you. I might have kids with you, but it's not working out. But it doesn't mean I have to not stay there and say, oh, because we're co-parenting, we're still sleeping with each other. Why? It's not working out. Let's everybody go their ways and co-parent and keep it as that. Right. Yeah. And when you're now going into a relationship and you're now, I would say boyfriend, girlfriend, husband and wife, and then you're having extramarital involvement or parties in it, then that marriage is no longer a union of 1 and 2. There's no point, right? Because then you're not getting to the root of the problem of you guys probably need to go counselling, or you need prayer, or maybe you need to separate for a bit to find yourselves and come back later. That's okay as well. Sticking together is toxic. It's not working out. And then you're going to breed a family of people who are not raised well, or people who are not, in the right homes, or you're not educated. There's a whole domino effect. And the choice you're making now will affect not just you two. You're only thinking about yourselves. You have children, you have families,
kids in between.
Think about them. They're important. So if it's not working out, sometimes it's healthier for you to say, you know what, this is not what a marriage is. A marriage is I'm committed to you. A commitment means me and you. Whether it's being in physical, emotional, communication, whatever it is, let's make it work together. Anything else to me, I'm sorry, it's not a relationship. That's my opinion.
Fair enough.
For you,
I think you picked every point I wanted to hear, and obviously we've talked about that. Yeah, I feel we should talk about the effects of cheating on people. And obviously how men take it and how women take it as well. So I don't know, but this should be from our experiences.
Yeah.
When you're talking about that, we cannot actually define it or actually quantify it in some ways, because we all kind of grieve in different ways. We all have different emotions. I might have gotten cheated on. I might just take it like, it's one of those things. You get normal things. I'll go move to the next one. You get, and some of that person might not take it like that. They might actually commit suicide. People do commit suicide because of something. So the way we take it is quite different, and we're going to take it. But I think women take it more emotional, more personal than men, from my own experience. Because it's just quite crazy when.
Well, you're right. Some people probably drink it off. Like for those that smoke, they smoke it off. Not like they're not feeling it, but because they have something to actually take it out, they probably use smoke. But for someone like me, I don't drink, I don't smoke.
Okay.
I'll probably cry out. Like I'll cry out. I'll cry, and it probably might take about 2 months for me to get over it. Yeah, I'll cry, and honestly, the next relationship, the next guy going to suffer.
Why? Why will the next man suffer?
Because for example, let's say what the other guy has done to me.
Okay.
I use that to act in the next relationship. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. It's just human nature.
I get, but why not just put that at the back of your mind that everyone is quite different? Why not just take the new guy?
Stay away for a while. Stay away for a while. What's the word? Heal. Yeah, that's the word. Yeah.
Easier said than done.
And there's trauma.
At the end of the day, you're taking out on someone else that doesn't know anything.
But it's not intentional. Trust me, it's not intentional.
And that might make the next one not work.
You don't think so?
It depends, really. If the guy wants it to work, it'll work.
So you've made a good point about the effects of cheating on men, and some men take it differently. I want to ask you both, considering that in fact it is mental health awareness for men in June, I want to drive some focus into that. What effect does cheating have on men, and why?
Me personally, yeah, I feel like it hurts men more than women.
Okay.
Yeah. So it depends, because if a girl's cheated on a girl, so is this way? Let me put it this way, yeah. It depends on the type of way she's cheated on a guy, and I'll give you an example. Let's say, and because men have ego, a lot of ego, yeah. I feel like men usually forgive the women, yeah. And I'll give you an example. So let me put it this way, yeah. Let's say you like a girl so much, and obviously you've done something to her, yeah. You probably cheated on her, yeah. Or maybe you haven't even cheated on her. You just done something to her, yeah. And you find out she's cheating. You find out that men. So it depends on who she's cheated with. If she's cheated with someone that you know that is around you, then that's where the ego comes in.
Okay.
Then you probably be like, no, I'm not doing this anymore.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if it's cheated with someone that you don't even know about, yeah, I feel like a man will still take that girl back.
Okay.
Which is what happens a lot.
Okay.
I don't know if you agree with me.
I don't do it,
Yeah,
yeah.
it happens a lot because the ego comes in, like I said. Yeah, because you know, like your friends know about, maybe someone that you know and your friends know about it. Yeah, then you would obviously not take any because of what your friends would say. You know what I mean? Or what people will say. But if it's someone that people don't know or no one knows about it, then
The way you're going to take it is quite going to
it's going to be different. You know what I mean? So it comes in different ways.
It sounds like it's more ego driven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
100%.
sounds like if God forbid, let's say if your woman cheated on you and no one knew about it, you can be able to handle it behind closed doors.
Yeah.
And ride it out and then come out. But if it's in the public, that's when you guys will say, "I never."
Exactly.
Okay.
Even if you like the girl so much.
Yeah. Okay. So it's the ego beast kind of thing.
Well, you're right, but at the same time, love plays a part. Love, I mean, apart from ego, I think love actually plays a part. If a guy actually loves a girl and the girl cheats, I mean, the way the guy's going to take it is going to be different from if the guy does not love the girl and the girl cheats. You'll be like, you get love. Actually, from my own point of view, from my own perspective, I think love plays a vital role.
So you probably have like an emotional.
When you have this kind of bond with a girl, this kind of emotional attachment with a girl, and something happens, I mean, you're going to be devastated in some kind of way. As a man, you're going to take it. Someone else might not know. Some people would know how to hide things. For example, if something is happening to me, you might not know, no one might not know, but I might be grieving inside. But I might not show it to you. And
but why don't you show it? That's the thing, because
because we're men.
Because that's the main thing.
Okay, so let's not.
Not all men do it though.
Yeah.
So certain men would obviously open up.
Open up.
And how does that affect your mental health?
Yeah, like
I can't relate.
That's the thing. I feel like
Excuse me, but don't you think when you forgive the girl, you now have trust issues?
You will for a certain period of time. Yeah, you will.
You definitely.
It's the same thing about girls as well. Like if you catch your man and you forgiving him, you're still gonna be like,
I mean,
you
it's vice
come back and be
versa.
like, that girl, you're still talking to that girl, Abby. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like,
And that's what's going to affect the relationship eventually.
it depends. That's why I say if love,
eventually lead to a
love
breakup.
can override all of that. Don't you think?
I don't think love is enough.
Love is not
we know
enough.
that. We know that. Like love is never enough. We know
Can
that.
conquer, but it's not enough.
I don't know. It's like it varies though. Like different.
You
people.
actually adamant about love is not enough. Why? I mean, because love overrides. so
No,
many
it doesn't.
things.
It doesn't. Love is never enough.
Except you guys
Let
are
me give you an
busy.
example.
If you don't
I have
have
a
anything
girlfriend-
else to do in life, that's when love be enough. But if you have like day-to-day activities, especially when even kids come in,
Yeah.
trust me, you have to drop love at some point. You need to face the reality of life. Things will definitely come at you guys, and at that point in time, it's not even love you're speaking at the time.
But from the start, if you've chosen this is the person that I want to be with, whatever I think from my own side, whatever comes, I mean, you should be able to handle it because you've chosen this is the person I want to be with. You understand? We're not even talking about cheating in now. We're just talking in general. I mean, if anything happens because you love the person, I mean, for example, if I tell you I love you, I want to be with you, I want to spend the rest of my life with you, well, for whatever reason, and if anything happens, and I think I'll still be there.
Love can die.
Love can die. For me, I feel like
Love fades away at some point.
that's why I'd rather you marry your friend than think of love first.
When love dies, it's not because of cheating.
No, we're not talking about cheating, right? We're talking about love itself. Because at the end of the day, yeah, You can love. It's simple. You can have a wristwatch, for example. You love that wristwatch.
You fall out of love.
You can fall out of love with the watch because you've gotten another one.
Yeah.
That's how it happens with a woman. I don't want to use men now. A woman being with someone else, and she finds something else in another person that this one is not giving her. Then she would fall out of love with this one. If that makes sense.
That's why I said that love is not enough, because it requires a commitment.
A lot of commitment.
It requires choice, trust, and loyalty. Mm-hmm. Do you understand? So love will only be a percentage out of it. It conquers all, and it is all, but it isn't enough for me to say I'm gonna choose you. You know that we can obviously love more than one person at the same time. We can. It is very possible. We have to now just choose and say.
I can. Are you saying I can love two women at the same time?
I'm not gonna lie, you can.
But you definitely will love one more than the other.
Yeah.
I don't agree with you.
But then that other is because you see more trust, loyalty. You can.
Probably, yeah. You're right. You're actually right. Yeah.
You can.
You can even love more than two.
Okay, you're going far.
It's so funny. Yeah, I saw this trend the other time about married women divorcing their husbands, and obviously they're not together anymore. They will now go out to look for someone else, and they end up dating married men.
Boy,
back to square one. So
I've heard a lot of that.
What do you say about that?
I can't say anything. I don't know.
Well, for me, I would say most times when a woman leaves her husband, it's not because she just caught in cheating. It's maybe a lot of things have built up, and she probably reacted on that.
A lot of things like what?
It could be maybe it's not financially there for the family.
Okay.
And then, or maybe, there's a story I heard, like from a friend. This man had gotten a house for a side chick, done so many things for the side chick, and he's not even doing it for his family. Tell me, would that woman not leave when she finds out? She would leave.
And when she leaves, she goes to another married man's house.
You're generalizing. She doesn't necessarily have to go to a married man's house.
No, that's the point.
You probably heard one story. Doesn't mean that's what every woman does.
Go to a married man's house, right? I think we're forgetting the fact is that you believe that women are only looking for marriage all the time. Yeah? That's not the case.
I think that's what it is.
That's not the case. Some women are okay saying, you know what, I don't need to be married. I just need to be okay.
Do you know what I'm sorry to cut you off here? You know what I'm saying this? I'm actually looking at this from a Nigerian perspective, because at the end of the day, that a lot of women out there that actually depend on their husbands or their men. Yeah. So you're living, and I feel like it's the independent ones that would actually leave.
Yeah.
The ones that are not independent will just
stay back.
Stay through it.
Yeah.
And in that case, the ones that actually with the man will cheat on him.
The ones that are with the man will cheat on him.
The one that stays.
The ones that stay will actually cheat on the guy.
Yeah.
Because the guy is the public, they'll cheat on the guy, and they'll probably cheat with the wrongest person. And I mean, it might be the gate man, it might be the driver. This happens.
Anybody sees
facts.
They're just
facts.
You're right.
Yeah, it might even be with the brothers of the husband, and it happens all the time. And the ones that are actually independent, that maybe they've got their own money and all of that, will leave the house and go back to meet a married man, which is my point.
Okay, before you made that point, you made a point, and you said the married woman would just seek anything with gate man, anybody. What triggers it? Like, what triggers that dissatisfaction? Why?
Then leave the marriage.
But my question is, what triggers? What do you think triggers them to go and find just anything?
Probably
maybe the husband does not fuck the wife.
Okay, so it's sexual.
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
I mean,
and attention as well.
That's attention, exactly. Attention, because we women, we understand and we know for a fact you women love attention a lot. But at the same time, a woman going out to cheat with her husband, with a gate man, I mean, that's ridiculous.
That's degrading.
But like what she said, what Juliet said, it could get to a point where it's like it's too much. Like, okay, I need to just find whatever's right for me and what I can do at that point. And yes, gay man is degrading, we know. It's a bit wild. But it could just be, okay, what if she's just having like a companionship with a man, like a male friend that's still cheating because he's giving her, like I said, attention.
Attention.
You know, he's giving her something that her husband is not giving. And I'm going back to the point again about...
So are you saying for a woman to react like that, it means she's wrong?
She is wrong. It's wrong, like I said earlier. any extra marriage.
So, but don't forget, yeah, the man's gone out. He's cheating with other girls, yeah. And he's left the wife at home. He's not sleeping with her. He's not doing the right thing. And the girl has said, you know what, yeah, fuck it. There's someone around me that's gonna give me a little attention.
Why not just leave the union?
She can't afford it. She's got kids.
And I think we also forget that marriage is not just when it gets to a marriage. If you're talking about marriage here as opposed to relationship, it's not just we are husband and wife. We've now have a home, a family. Me leaving, I'm leaving everything that we've built, our home, our finances,
everything,
our children, everything. That's a lot, And we have to, for us to even leave. That's so that we thought this through and realized that it's not even worth it anymore.
And we've been unhappy for the longest.
Yeah, that's deep.
And do you know, or do you think the decisions you make are always right? For the fact that a woman is living does not make her right.
Sometimes searching for happiness is not about being right. It's about what's right for me as opposed to what's right for others. So it's not necessarily about what is right. What's right is relative to the individual.
But you might get it wrong by thinking something is right for you, but it's not actually.
Exactly what you said. You said you're saying what's right for you. Like going back to what we said earlier, what works for a couple. Let's say, like certain couples will have like threesomes on that, and it's okay, it works for them, yeah. It works for the minute, and you're telling me is wrong, biblically, but it's right for them. They enjoy it. That's what keeps them going as well.
You're also forgetting that external factors might come into play, right? You remember, like, from what I can understand, people change. Yeah, I might get a new job that maybe requires me to be out quite a lot. I might have, new friends. So my excitement changes. Do you understand? And this is why it says for better, for worse. Because we need to basically stay with the changes. But that change might not fit you anymore. Yeah? And that change might think that, okay, because we're changing so much, this person isn't the person that I thought that I married. That might affect the relationship as well. What do you do then?
Oh, no.
Especially in Nigeria, we know, like I said, the cultural factor to it as well. There's a lot of gay men who are undercover, men that you wouldn't, able men, good-looking men that you would never even think that this person is gay. You are gay.
Yeah, so I heard a life story recently in the UK here. This girl brought in this guy from Niger, and they got married. I think they have about 2 kids. The eldest is about 4, and then she caught her husband in their matrimonial bed, cheating with another guy.
You don't need to stop this. Yeah, at the end of the day, you're talking about gay men. What about women that are gay as well? The bare women that are gay as well.
No, not bare women. All women are gay.
I've heard you like women. Bring a man into the mix.
Who says I don't like it?
So you don't mind a man. So if you and 2 men fucking a woman. You don't mind that. It's your fantasy. You like that? Come on.
Fantasy is weird.
So that you're both thinking. Do you know that he has to fuck you as well? You know that, right?
What were you talking about?
He does.
Did I tell you I'm gay?
No, but
so I was like, you're saying you're traditional. You don't want to be a third wife.
Yeah, and I actually
she's got principles.
Say third. You're going second to third. How many?
Oh, join. You're still sharing.
Oh, okay. I don't share my man. Point blank. Period.
Yeah, but do you know about prostate cancer?
Because Adam and Eve never did
Hold on,
it.
let me fire back. It's ungodly to have sex before marriage. I'm sure you're not a virgin.
I told you.
What?
I'm not a virgin. I'm not scared of DNA tests. I'm not scared of DNA tests.
Have you got any kids?
I'm insulted. I haven't got kids yet, but if my husband brings it
I remember you said you're a virgin.
Yeah, I'll be insulted. The reason why, because then you're insulting my integrity. You're insulting me as a woman. That
are you saying if your man should ask for DNA
if
test?
you even try it,